Welcome back to How to Souls. My name is Rach, and today we're going to continue with our walkthrough of Elden Ring. We are doing caves and catacombs here in the Weeping Peninsula, and next up is the Impaler's Catacombs. So here's how to get there. Teleport to good old reliable Castlemorn Rampart, and then we're going to head north on our compass at the top here, and head up this ramp. Keeping the cliff to our right, but not dropping off to the left. We're sort of staying up here on this level. It's not, yeah, it's like due north. It's a little bit off north. It's like north by northeast, okay, if you want to be pedantic. You can see a statue in the distance just on the cliff there. You'll always find these near catacombs, and they kind of show you there's a catacombs nearby. If you go interact with it, it'll give you like a wisp of smoke that will lead to the catacombs entrance. You don't need to do that because I'm going to lead you to the catacombs entrance, but they're an option. We're a little bit high up on the cliff here. We kind of have to like follow the cliff down so we can drop down safely. But it is just down here, just where my marker was. At the very end of this path is the Impaler's Catacombs. So catacombs, we've just done a cave. You're going to start to notice a pattern with caves and catacombs and mines. You'll find different kinds of enemies in each of these 3 dungeons, and you'll find different types of rewards and different types of like crafting materials that you can find in here. So catacombs are notorious for being full of imps. There's a lot of imps in this catacombs, and the boss is an Erdtree Burial Watchdog surrounded by lots of imps. So if you hate imps, here's the place. I'm going to pop a couple points into dexterity to up the damage on my Bloodhound Fang. I say a couple points, a point. It's quite expensive now to level up. Right away, we're going to be ambushed by an imp that is going to drop down just behind us there. So be aware and get ready to punish that, because you don't want him creeping up on you. So that's going to be a theme. That's going to happen quite a lot in catacombs. The next one down here is throwing knives at us. So we're going to strafe around to the side and then push him off the edge. Great. Good start. Good start. Here's the door that we can actually get to the boss from, but it won't open until we pull a lever. This is the case in all catacombs. So we got to head and solve the puzzle of the catacombs first, equipped with our trusty lantern just to light the way, just to make it a bit easier to see where we're going. We're going to get in the habit of entering a room and then immediately like rolling back out of the room. We're just always going to expect to be ambushed by these imps clinging to the ceiling. So as you can see here, I've pulled like 2 or 3 of them. Just pull them all the way back, try and separate them, try and get to a point where I can just take one out. Bloody hell, literally. Hanging on by a ball-head of health there. I might have been better off if I had done like a jump attack. Might have been able to one-hit kill that imp, but like, geez. Our vigor is not quite carrying us like it used to back in Limgrave. So we maybe need to get more of that. Or a shield, I don't know. But there we go, lots of imps. The way to deal with them, just one at a time. They have high physical resistance, yes. But also I feel like jump attacks do pretty well against them. The Bloodhound Fang hits pretty hard. If you're doing like thrusting damage, like for example, if you're using a thrusting sword or something like that, you'll find they take very little damage from thrust. And slash. So we've picked up there a glovewort. There's another one in this room here. Again, I'm just sort of like rolling out just to see if we bring any more imps with us. The gloveworts are exclusive to catacombs. If I'm not mistaken, there's maybe 1 or 2 you can find in open world, but I'm pretty sure most of them are down in catacombs. So you're going to want to collect these while you're down here. These are used for upgrading your spirit ashes. Very important. It's going to give them more health so they survive longer, and more damage so they support you more. But yeah, so there's different kinds of glove. Whoa, watch out for this, by the way. This moving floor. There's different kinds of gloveworts, but we can go more into that later. Just when you see them, pick them up. Dash across the room here before the floor becomes the ceiling. There's some spikes on the ceiling, so if you hang around too long, it'll spike you in the head, which won't kill you in 1 hit, but it will kill you in probably 2 or 3. So we're going to do a nice big run and a jump, and then we're able to make it out through this doorway. So we're actually meant to drop down, rather than going up. Get used to this because this happens a few times in future catacombs where consider going down instead of going up. Catacombs themselves are kind of like a puzzle sometimes, which is quite good fun. Caves have a similar thing where sometimes you have to like jump off the elevator early, that sort of thing. You start to learn what to look for. Okay, this next room is like sort of swampy. It's filled with these sort of swamp zombies. They move really, really slowly. But if they grab you, it's a grab attack, which can be pretty annoying. We could pick up a prattling pate there, which is a way of communicating with online summons when you're not, you know, on Discord with your pals. That one will just go, please help. Another glovewort to pick up there. Yeah, there's grave gloveworts and ghost gloveworts. So we're finding grave gloveworts. They're sort of like standard. Think of them to the smithing stones, to the somber smithing stones kind of style. So another one there to pick up. Another grave one. And we're heading to this ladder at the far side. Heading up the ladder. Oh, nice. I forget you can drink on ladders in this game. What a game. They took everything that they learned from Dark Souls, brought it forward. And then at the top here, we've got our lever. So once you pull this, be sure to press X or A to get rid of the flippin' dialogue box, because so many times I just forgot to get rid of the dialogue box and you actually can't like roll while the dialogue box is open. Kind of silly. I feel like it should automatically disappear. But it Disney. It Disney. And then look at that, super handy. We can jump straight through the window and we're back here at the start, at the entrance. So if you have loads of runes and you're, you know, wanting to go and spend those, you can do so at no like risk of losing any time. But we're just gonna head straight to the boss. So this boss, Erdtree Burial Watchdog, it's surrounded by lots of imps. So our first protocol is gonna be trying to get rid of these imps one by one. What I failed to do here is realize that, of course, spirit ashes are going to be really good in this fight. And I just completely, I think I just forgot they existed on this day. But yeah, summon your wolves. I recommend the wolves because there are 3 of them. There's plenty of those to distract. They can take an imp each kind of thing. And then you can just run in and pick them off one by one. Avoiding the Burial Watchdog, focusing on the imps until the imps are all gone. Gee whizzles, Batman. That was almost me. You can use the pillars to sort of block the Watchdog, but he's going to destroy them. But it can slow him down, you know? Right, almost. Oh god, it was so close. Right, okay. Finally, imps all down and we're able to focus purely on the boss. Now he's got no buddies. He's got basic attacks. Obviously, you've got the fire breath attack. Stick to the side of him. It always sort of speeds up right at the end there. So don't stop moving until he stops breathing fire. He has sword attacks. He's got a levitation attack, which has a bit of a delay before slamming down on you. This, like, standing up sword attack, really well telegraphed her when to roll. Just roll away from the attacks and then jump attack back in. I mean, it's just like how we're fighting with the Bloodhound Fang with most bosses. Do just be careful of this levitation attack. It can slam you to the ground, which is not a good time. And yeah, also the tracking on these guys is pretty good. So when you think, oh, he's not going to hit me with a sword, I'm ages away, he can suddenly sort of snap to your position and also turn around in a circle like that. Should take my own advice. So I'm out of heals. So what you can do in this kind of situation is stick back, play things safe. We've got Flame Sling for a reason for times like this. I don't want to risk dying, really. I can't be bothered dying. So we're just going to roll away nice and far away and chuck some fireballs in to finish him off. When you beat him, you're rewarded with the Demi-human ashes, which Demi-humans are pretty cool. They are more strong at night. They gain an attack bonus at nighttime. So it'll be useful like 30% of the time, because night doesn't last that long, but they're okay. They're not dreadful, but they're not great, but they're okay. So that's another Catacombs down. We have plenty to go. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for the next part of the Elden Ring walkthrough, and I'll see you in the next video.